As we come on the air, our WTOL 11 weather team is tracking a weather impact alert day.
Yeah, we're talking torrential rain, damaging winds, the possibility for flooding as well. We have got full team coverage tonight with meteorologists Chris Vickers and John Birchfield both in studio.
Dan Cummins is tracking what you're seeing around Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan. Steve Iwanek talks with a family still rebuilding after a tornado hit just 1 year ago.
But we're going to start with Chief Meteorologist Chris Vickers. So, Chris, I guess we're kind of under that tornado watch threat for a few more hours.
Yeah, at least several more hours. It'll take us well into early Thursday morning, officially till 4 a.m. Storms have arrived into the area, and there is the risk now elevated of some severe weather that could be occurring. So let's talk what is happening right now. Much of the activity is west of I-75. Just look at the vast amount of lightning that is being reported. 167 lightning strikes just in the past 10 minutes. Now, the vast majority of this not producing severe weather, but heavy downpours, flashes of lightning and thunder certainly getting your attention and maybe keeping you up late. What we do have is a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect down there in Putnam County, and it has been at least designated a considerable risk for wind damage. That could mean winds up to 70 miles per hour. That will be in effect for Putnam County until midnight. Now, track the area of concern. It's this cell right here toward Van Wert, moving though to the northeast very quickly. Should be arriving toward Delphus over toward 1114, Fort Jennings 1117, and Clyde at 1122. There's also some heavy rain Napoleon to Ridgeville Corners down toward northern Defiance County, and a good cluster of storms in Fulton County right around Wauseon, where I have noticed a little bit of rotation. I'll keep a close eye on this one as it enters closer to the Toledo metro with more heavy rain. We've got team coverage. Meteorologist John Birchfield breaking down some of the impacts. John, what do we need to know? A lot of people getting a little sleepy and want to head to bed. What's the timing and impacts of all this?
Yeah, Chris, we're really just getting started as far as the severe risk is concerned, and that tornado watch is in effect until 4 o'clock a.m. The threat may expire slightly before that, but much of the Buckeye State is under the grasps of this tornado watch. Now, straight line winds are going to be the biggest impact, but we are still monitoring the chance for a tornado or two this evening. Now, the Storm Prediction Center has highlighted this location near and south of Putnam County, down towards Lima into southwestern Ohio, where there's going to be the greatest risk for wind damage and a few tornadoes in that red shaded area. That cluster of storms currently grazing Putnam County is going to continue to race into central and north central Ohio. So we are monitoring those threats and impacts for the rest of this weather impact alert day. Heavy flooding rain is going to be possible, especially with the rainfall that we received earlier today, and strong winds in the ballpark of 60 to even 70 miles per hour not out of the question, and a couple tornadoes can't be ruled out as well, especially in locations to the south of the Toledo metro. So overnight on that weather impact alert day, that watch continuing through 4 a.m. Scattered showers tapering off with some brief respite from the wet weather. However, Chris, there are going to be some additional downpours and areas of flooding, and that'll be a big story as we head towards the weekend.
Yeah, that's the big impact. You're right, John. It is going to be the heavy rainfall that's occurring, and I still continue watching that storm over Fulton County. A little bit of a weak mid-level rotation that is showing up. So again, our threats for tonight going to be the high winds that could reach towards 70 miles per hour, hail 1 inch to 1.5 inches in diameter, and still can't rule that risk out of a few storms that could show some rotation, and that tornado threat may exist till about 2 to 3 a.m. before we give you the all clear. I'll have the updated hour-by-hour breakdown of when we are going to be all clear of those storms. That'll be coming up. Kaylee, back over to you.
Chris and John, thank you. Right now, we're tracking the chance for power outages overnight, but we're not seeing much just yet. Take a look at this outage map from Toledo Edison tonight. Overall, in our viewing area, the energy site says there are fewer than 50 customers without power. We'll keep an eye on those numbers as the storms move through and keep you updated on air and online.
We want to thank you for helping us track what's happening in your neighborhood throughout the evening. You've been sending your photos and videos of any damage, any flooding conditions where you are, and Dan Cummins is following along with you. Dan, tell us, what stories do the pictures tell tonight?
Jeff, as those storms roll through, we'll keep an eye on what you are sending from home. But so far, we've seen minimal damage. Take a look at this house in central Toledo today. You can see that tree fell right on it. This is Fernwood near Dorr in Detroit. Authorities on scene told us, thankfully, no one was hurt and there was no fire, but there is significant damage to that house. Toledo Fire tells us the tree could not be removed today. Our team of meteorologists at WTOL tell us when there is so much rain like there was today, the ground softens up, making it easier for those roots to rip right out of it. Now, meanwhile, take a look at this photo sent to us by Regina Butler in White House. You can see a lightning bolt there behind some houses. No damage to report in that area either. If you have photos or storm damage, you can text them to us at 419-248-1100. Might even see them featured on air, online, or WTOL 11+. Reporting in studio, I'm Dan Cummins, WTOL 11.
Other things we're watching for you at this hour. While we are not seeing significant damage right now, thankfully, some communities across the country are. We're tracking reports of a tornado touching down near Indianapolis tonight. Plus this, you can see what looks like a tornado making its way through a field in Arkansas. There are widespread power outages and severe thunderstorm warnings in that state tonight, and a rare level 5 out of 5 severe weather risk for much of that region. We're talking strong tornadoes with widespread damaging winds and golf ball sized hail.
As the storm continues to move through our area, first responders are looking for damage, and there's still some risks you need to watch out for. If you're in a damaged area, stay put unless it's unsafe. Down power lines could still be live, and gas leaks are a major concern. If you smell gas, get out and shut off the main valve if you can. For those with damage, start documenting it now, as photos and videos will help with insurance claims later. And if you need shelter, you can call 211 for emergency housing options. Well, heavy rain is still coming down across Toledo, and city crews are working fast to keep streets from flooding. Sewer and drainage teams are tackling high-risk areas, keeping pumps running and clearing storm drains. They say the best thing you can do is check street drains near your home and report any major flooding. If you need help in the city of Toledo, you can call Engage Toledo. Crews are on standby 24/7.
Well, severe weather threats like we're seeing tonight, not uncommon this time of the year, and one family in Hancock County knows that all too well.
Ben and Haley Neese lost their home to a tornado last March. In the months since, they've been putting their life back together. Steve Iwanek spoke with them today. Steve, you saw the damage to their home right after it happened. What does it look like now?
Well, guys, there actually is a house now. It's not done yet, but just over a year ago, this family watched their home get destroyed, a car get damaged, and other pieces of the property get affected by this tornado. And the storms that we're seeing coming into our area are bringing back those memories, especially as this family continues to pick up the pieces.
Feels better every day that we're farther from that day.
That day, March 14th of last year, an EF1 tornado forever changed the lives of Kaylee and Ben Neese. A moment etched in their memory.
And he came through the front door and he said, "We need to get to the basement." So, a joke turned into real life.
The tornado destroyed their home, Kaylee's car, a barn, and ripped a roof off another. In all, Ben says the damage totaled more than $500,000.
From the road, it looked like it was just a roof, but once you actually got into the house and started looking around, everything was completely twisted and unsavable.
I spoke with Kaylee at that time last year. She called it her lowest point. But since then,
I got you.
Life is close to getting back to normal.
I can't express enough to the community and everybody that was here to help.
Their new home is nearly done. It's been under construction for the last 7 months and is expected to be done in May, thanks to help from not just contractors, but their neighbors.
They've been really supportive from that day and until now, and I know in the future they'll be really supportive as well.
Soon opening the doors to a fresh start, a new chapter in their lives, leaving behind the dark memories of that devastating day.
I just also hope as they grow up, they just maybe don't remember as much and just aren't afraid of that stuff.
Now, Ben told me that the new house will have a stronger foundation that will be able to withstand severe weather better. And Kaylee tells me that now more than ever, her family is checking their local forecasts because they know that it saves their own and other loved ones' lives. Steve Iwanek, WTOL 11.
Well, as I'm sure you know, the walleye run is in full swing, drawing anglers from across the region to the Maumee River. But with the severe weather threat on days like this, fishermen, they were keeping a close eye on the conditions. One we spoke to had traveled from West Virginia for a week of fishing. In fact, saying they prepare ahead of time and they want to be safe when they're out there on the water.
So what I've been told is the more water will bring in the more fish. So we've yet to confirm that, but well, we're waiting to see, especially in the morning, we're waiting to see what's going to happen with all this rain coming in. And so we'll try it first thing in the morning too, and hopefully catch some fish.
And he added that waterproof gear, extra layers, and a dry place to store cell phones and valuables can help get them prepared for anything. Good luck to the anglers out there. All night long, you can stay up to date on the storm coverage with our WTOL 11 weather app. You can download it for free on your Apple and Android devices. Our team of meteorologists, they will continue watching and wanting to update you with the very latest information right as it happens.